So no, not been swimming. Swimming later.
For any particular reason?
Extraordinary that they don't put...
That during the party conferences, and we're in the middle of the Labour Party conference right now, that ministers don't do interviews.
No, there was a convention.
In fact, well, we didn't have ministers on the programme. So they would argue we're just doing what we normally do in a normal party.
Not buying that one.
The ministers tweeted, please don't panic, there's plenty of fuel.
That was not a good move.
That didn't work.
That
so
was not
effective. We forgot about all the other viruses because one dominated our... But you might say there's evidence of racism, misogyny, and, you know, perhaps people will agree with you. But there's a reasoned debate to have about those issues which doesn't involve three about this. Keeping the debate on an intelligent level and not throwing insults at each other is the right. And she said, if you're a frustrated working class driver on a petrol forecourt at the moment, you're...
Good morning. Just gone 6:30. Welcome to the programme.
Well, welcome back to the programme.
Thank you.
Have you been cold water swimming?
Conference on crisis communications, Susanna.
OK. To have a minister of Her Majesty's government on the programme this morning, despite the fact there is now a shortage of petrol on the forecourts.
And the army may be getting called in to drive our trucks to make sure we have petrol.
Everybody's worried about running out of food. I know, you know, we don't want to cause panic, but frankly, people are concerned right now because there is a massive shortage of HGV drivers.
The thing is as well, I mean, having worked in government communications for quite...
19, so before the pandemic, during the party conference season.
They certainly...
And I'd also like to point out...
the whole time when we were there.
That when all...
Explain if that is right or wrong. Otherwise, you just keep the...
I talked to Dr Hillary after the break. Persistent cough, but you're constantly testing negative. Dr Hillary will have his diagnosis. Lots more still to come, including Judge Rob Rinder after 7:30, and Katie Price joins us this morning after 8. You're watching Good Morning Britain on ITV.
Competition time now. Your chance to win £55,000 in tax-free cash and have your rent or mortgage paid for 2 years. Here's Andy with the details. Good morning, Britain. It's just gone 7 o'clock.
The army could be brought in to deliver fuel to petrol stations across Britain as the fuel crisis continues. The Prime Minister has been urged to act now as thousands of people continue to panic buy at petrol stations across the country.
This comes after the government gave the green light to bring in 5,000 foreign lorry drivers to deal with the shortage. And our correspondent...
Okie dokie, it is just coming up to 7:15, still ahead on Good Morning Britain, Two Sisters.
Now let's get the news, travel and weather where you are.
See you in a moment.
Still ahead on Good Morning Britain.
Welcome back. Now, Laura has the weather for us, but first can tell us what on earth is happening in the Canary. Laura, thank you. It's competition time now. Your chance to get your hands on not one, but two prizes. Here's Andy. Blimey.
Right, well, the Labour Party, they kicked off their conference in Brighton on Saturday and it's already seen its fair share of problems, leadership difficulties, name-calling and confusion. Shadow Chancellor Rachel Reid...
An earthquake with a potentially damaging magnitude of 6.5 has struck Crete in Greece. So far, we haven't had any reports of damage or injuries, but we will keep you updated throughout the morning. Very popular holiday destination, of course. So that is very concerning. 6.5 magnitude earthquake strikes Crete in Greece. That's all we have at the moment for you. I'm sorry about that, but make sure that we keep across it. Also, Greece has had terrible issue this summer, hasn't it, with wildfires as well. Laura, you're nodding your head. I mean,
it looks like there's lots of...
Hang on, listen, let's just get a camera on you. You are up to date with that. Still to come. Find out why the UK's most famous judge...
ITV's resident judge, Rob Rinder, is back lifting the lid on some of Britain's worst crimes in Judge Rinder's Crime Stories.
Yeah, starts with the case of Nova Welsh, whose murder went unsolved for more than 30 years, until police decided to look back over old evidence to see if they could finally catch her killer.